Hey, now, why do people keep crashing on those yellow barriers in Vancouver? Because people don't make the effort to drive sensibly here. I saw the post went like I didn't realize that the post escaped from Vancouver local and had become like at least a national viral tweet where there's like that SUV that well because it was like a local a newscaster was like city of Vancouver, it's time to remove like these concrete barriers that keep uh, people from traveling too fast on streets that are mostly for cyclists and pedestrians. Because look at this, and it was like one person that marooned their SUV on top of like a 6 inch tall concrete barrier. I guess it was probably like a foot tall, but like everybody was deservedly clowning on them. Like, how bad do you have to be at driving to beach your SUV on a ankle high concrete barrier that's bright yellow? Like, and I saw because Green 9090 posted it, and I replied, and I said, I live here, and the only thing that surprised me about this is that it's not a white uh, Tesla Model Y, because like that's the new I don't know how to drive car. But like listen, somebody like beaching their car on a concrete barrier is not something I see every day. But if I drove in Vancouver and I saw a car beached on one of those things, I wouldn't even slow down. I would just be like, it's another day at the office. Average person is not very good at driving. Plus, a lot of people live here. Plus, if I have a genuine complaint about Vancouver, I mean, I guess I've got several, but like a bad but I find semi-accurate stereotype of Vancouverites is that they're very self-absorbed, maybe myself included, and that can have bad impacts while you're driving. If you think, like, for example, that it's more important to like look at your phone than it is to look at the road, which is one of the only ways that I can imagine accidentally beaching your car on a 8 inch tall bright yellow concrete divider. Like, they didn't just clip it, they drove it like the middle of their car is on the divider. I know I said this before, but Vancouver makes it deliberately inconvenient to drive, which I think is good. Although when I'm driving, I'm annoyed by it. I'm like, you're just trying to turn, and like every street is like, oh, only local traffic can go here. This one's closed to cyclists. This is a two-way street that used to be a one-way street. This is a two-way street that used to be a one-way street. But like, I recognize when I'm in my car, I'm like, this is annoying. But then when I'm walking or I'm on my bike, I'm like, oh shit, I love living here. And I am a person, not a car. So I consider that that's probably, a fair trade. Also, and I think if you want to own me on this one, you could call me world's most self-aware driver. But like, I fully respect the cyclist to driver dynamic. Because when it's sunny outside and warm, it's so easy to park, man, because so many people are driving their bike to work. When it's rainy outside, impossible to park because everyone drove their car. So every day that I'm driving and it's a sunny day and I'm like, oh, I'm annoyed I have to wait like 3 extra seconds for like more cyclists to go straight through the intersection so that I can turn right. I'm like, yeah, but when I get to my destination, oh baby, I'm gonna be able to park like, 6 inches away from the door. So why drive? Because I'm picking my kid up from daycare, and honestly, I just don't feel safe with one of those like bike trailers on the back with my kid in it, or a seat on the back with my kid in it. I'm confident like in my own cycling abilities, but I'm not confident in not getting clipped by like a base level BMW SUV. Someone is like FaceTiming while driving, while watching like YouTube and posting on Instagram at the exact same time. I feel like we need bike lanes are great. Vancouver's got a lot of them, but we need to just build like bike cities. Because the problem with the bike lane is if you're in the car and you're turning right, the bike lane is on your right, but people in the bike lane are largely going straight. So I think we should just build like an exact replica of like every city and place it like next to the city, or maybe like on top. Maybe it could be like a second floor, And then world's sanest, North America's sanest city planner. Also, I never get mad at cyclists. I think this is like let me rephrase because I do get mad at cyclists, but I haven't finished my sentence yet. I never get mad at cyclists like, oh, that dude did something illegal, and I'm pissed because he's going to get to his destination 3 seconds faster. I only get pissed when they do something that I'm like, buddy, you're going to get yourself killed. And I just hope like it's not my car that does it. That's the thing. It's not, I'm never like, oh, there's a cyclist like in my lane and I'm going 5 kilometers an hour slower than I otherwise would be. Like that doesn't bother me at all. I'll just wait till it's safe to pass. When I see them like, you know, on a very busy road, like filter passing through traffic in the middle, I'm like, buddy, your wattage is crazy. Like I can see your calves. Like I know you're working hard, but at the same time, you're like, you know, you're one distracted driver away from becoming like a meatball. Okay, they did try a 2-tiered city in Final Fantasy VII. It didn't work out well, but that's because the people on the bottom got jealous and fucking blew up the spire holding up the top, okay? So as long as we just like, if they could just chill, then it could work for everybody, I think. Oh, they wasn't even poor. Barrett was a property owner. Cloud Strife had like, I don't even want, like 99,999 gil worth of materia in his back pocket. They were LARPing. Like he's an ex-Shinra soldier. He had a damn pension. Come on.